Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode. So, pretty productive week, and if I'm honest, not really too much to report. Well, there isn't. So, I'll attach today's check-in here. And I'm sitting now at 120 kilos. Now, bear in mind, the lowest weight on prep, I think, was 101.8 when we had sort of the very first ever trial carb load. We went from like 102 and then dropped, or 101.4 or something. So I finished my effective prep at 102.6. So that's like 17.4 kilos up and sitting roughly at 264 pounds. So still 36 pounds away from where we're aiming for by the end of the year. Now things should perhaps come a little bit slower. I have dropped out T3, T4 and added in like a thyroid aid support, or thyroid it's called, so that the thyroid can sort of re-kickstart itself. As such, so naturally this past week, I think last week I was sitting about 118, maybe 119 after the weekend, and then it held there. And after taking that out on the Wednesday, naturally we'd always see a couple pounds of water retention. So I just got finished doing pool this morning. Body is feeling good. You know, a couple weeks ago I thought I needed a deload. Now I just kind of feel right. I feel the body is somewhat settled, which is class. So kind of the big news this past week was, it all stemmed from, I was invited on a call with Mark Coles. He's got like a private business mentoring group. I have done his brand impact mastery course, and I pay him for Skype calls really once every sort of 6 weeks. Anyway, he invited me on there to share my story of how, you know, I've built the business over the past 6-7 months. And from that, a lot of you know Rob Whitfield from Team LRF. He's part of Mark's business group, and we've sort of chatted back and forth for a while. He's been on the podcast. He's been very supportive with myself, my own journey. He sent me supplements for free. He gave me some supplements for free when I competed. He was there. We chatted really for a long time when I competed at that show, in between my class and when my other client was on and whatnot. Chatted business, chatted shop, and after the call, reached out on Instagram, gave me his WhatsApp. We chatted, and he asked if I wanted to be a sponsored athlete. So as you can see, we're in complete strength. So it's not kind of quote unquote official as of yet. He's sent me a provisional contract. A few things just need tweaked on it. But for the most part, I will be a sponsored athlete for Complete Strength for the next 12 months, which is exciting. Really exciting. They are an amazing brand. Rob is an amazing guy. Privileged to be part of that and to help him and his business partner, you know, develop their brand and make a bit more money. And if I can help in any way, I will. And something like taking on a supplement company sponsorship is something I never said I would do. However, when you look at like the ethos when you know what Rob's all about, and you know what the brand's all about, and the fact that they don't rip you off, they give you good quality supplements, and it's said they are, you know, made by athletes for athletes, and like the quality of their products versus others on the market in regards to, like, is the same, like the top end supplement companies, but their price is a lot less, a lot more fair. So it was a no-brainer when he asked me if he wanted to come on board. I was like, absolutely. So my clients will get access to a discount. We will be given sort of special discount codes when we do certain podcasts, certain webinars that you will only get if you are part of, you listen to, say, the podcast, if you come on the webinar, etc. So that was amazing. So I'm really, really excited. Business-wise, things have been slow this week. I'm not gonna lie, things have been really slow. I was saying this to Rhona the other day, that before the lockdown, and you know, producing content was fine, it was easy, and leads came in really without having to do much. Whereas you find now as a coach, you have to add so much value to get just one or two leads. And that's totally fine, that's totally cool. So it's just a period of time where things are a little bit slower. But what I'm finding is, like, for example, Clara, who's a female coach under the Vida Physique brand, is soaring. You know, we've found out her niche, and it's really amazing to be part of that and to watch her flourish. And I know that after this, we will all have a massive influx of clients, but where I see her going from where she's now in the next 6 months is unfathomable, really, and all depends on her ability to commit, and how many clients she wants to take on. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's really it. We haven't changed food. I don't see us, me and Cal, changing food at all. This week I'm just kind of excited to have the official launch with Complete Strength. What I thought I would do this sort of vlog, one thing I've never done is bring on my fiance, who will tell you a little bit about what it's like to be the other half in a relationship where a bodybuilder is dieting, the difference in me compared to how I usually am to the last 6 weeks of a dieting phase, and then how long it takes for me to kind of get back to normal, the differences in my mood, energy, everything else. I'm just going to give you like an open, honest, detailed sort of few minutes, maybe a bit longer, of that. So I hope you do enjoy. Here's Rhona. Okay, as you can see, here is the better half of me. Say hello.
Hi.
Now, as I said to you, what Rhona's going to do is she's going to let you know what it was like for her in regards to me changing over the course of the dieting phase from roughly 6 weeks out.
Yeah.
6 weeks out was when we decided, we've been on plenty of walks, and we've talked about when I changed and then when I changed back. So what I want you to do is tell them what I was like, or what I'm usually like as a person before 6 weeks out, and then what happens from that 6 week out period to show. So tell them.
Okay, so as I'm sure most of you all know, Vaughn is super enthusiastic all the time, very bubbly, constantly just being a pest, I would say, all the time. Full of life, but that starts to disappear from about 6 weeks out.
Yeah.
And it can be hard sometimes. No, like, it's kind of like living with a ghost sometimes. Would you agree with that?
Well, I'm the ghost, so I don't really know.
Yeah, so like personality kind of starts to disappear. Conversations tend to be conversations that are required, such as what we're getting from Tesco's, and kind of not forced, but you can tell he's really thinking about trying to have that conversation as opposed to just naturally asking how my day was or things like that. I would say from that point in, expect more chat about how the diet's going and how the training's going, because that's kind of, doesn't consume you, but that's kind of what's going on through your mind at the time. I've been lucky though, because Vaughn's very good at keeping me high on his priority list. So even though like he was dieting, sometimes I would come home from work really stressed, and he would get me a pizza or something like that, and would chat it through. So I've been lucky.
Yeah, but the thing is, so when we've been walking, I've kind of said, "Oh, but I was fine," because in my head, I'm acting normal to what I think normal is, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, but you don't really change that much." And I think it's only really when you get an outside perspective of someone that doesn't do bodybuilding that you realise, like, whoa, I was fucking not me. So even though I would like buy a pizza or flowers or that, you're still just not as loving and caring. Like, I don't think I held your hand for like a month.
It's the little things sometimes that you miss. It's like, just don't think about holding your hand, or if like you try to hold on to their hand, they're like, I'm trying to do something. I'm like, mind's elsewhere. So you start to miss kind of the physical connections. Sometimes.
Yeah, it was even last year when this is not this diet, the diet before. I was walking up the stairs and Rhona was like, "Yeah, we haven't kissed me in about 5 weeks," and I was like, "Oh wow, wow." So yeah, you kind of need to sit down and have a chat with your partner. But Rhona had been through it once before and knew what was coming, so it was easy to. Well, would you say it was easy to switch off?
Yeah, it's knowing that there's an end to it, and then it comes back, and not to put the blame on yourself, which I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Start to think that it's their fault that their partner doesn't want to hold their hand and things like that.
Yeah. Tell them about how long, because naturally, when you've been dieting for that long, you put a bit more food in, you feel amazing, and you think, "Oh, I'm back to being me." But tell them how long it maybe took.
I would say to get proper Vaughn back, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, I would say it was about 3 weeks in. I was like, maybe 3 weeks after that, I was like, I feel back to myself, but I couldn't be myself because I was dead stressed about business.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe about 3 weeks. So then you kind of look at it, you've got a 9-week period where I'm someone that she never said that she would date or marry or go out with. You become totally different. So it's just about being aware that it's selfish. So guys, if you're doing it out there, just keep your lady happy, buy her snacks, buy her flowers, and then after it, plan a holiday. Maybe not now, COVID-19. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't think there's anything else to add. So, special guest appearance from the better half of me. If you enjoyed this, guys, please do share, comment, like, subscribe. If you want to see more of Rhona, please say so as well. But no, please do share this, guys. For anyone that's out there who's maybe thinking about embarking on a sort of bodybuilding prep or whatnot, they maybe don't know this will happen, especially first-time competitors or first-time athletes. So it's always good to kind of have an outside perspective and let your partner kind of pre-warn your partner what's coming, so it doesn't sabotage the relationship. So wherever you are, whatever you do,
Give it beans.